Hello there, and welcome to something a little bit different. In this one, I'm going to show off some interesting builds, some fun things against some boss fights, and the adventurer here. Starting off, we have Skul doing what you could see, which is, I'm calling it a harassment build, okay? This is peak Skul being an absolute asshole. The build is Mage's Necklace. As you can see, all the fireballs on the screen. Whenever he throws his head or teleports to his head, it spawns a fireball shooting orb in the sky. And Hunter's Boots. Whenever he dashes, those arrows are striking the hero. That green flash that you see. And the physical damage. Yeah, the arrows. We also have Warrior's Pauldrons, which isn't really doing that much here because he can't reach me. But the other item that's making this especially good is the Wind Cloak, the Wind Armor. Because I'm able to dash extra times when I'm in the air. We're getting extra arrows hitting. This was actually a test. This is like a proof of concept that I wanted to see if Skul could remain airborne and effectively fight just about anyone in the game with more or less never getting hit or minimum getting hit. It seems pretty good. I don't know if it's worthy of like trying to do this for a no-hit run. Like, I think the hero has some attacks that would still reach. I think on this particular build I had like 2 or 3 in Mirage, plus the Pauldron, so I could tank 1 or 2 hits if I got lucky, but I think for fights like the hero and Joan, maybe not good for no hits, but I mean, look at this. Could you imagine anything more annoying? Look at this poor sword boy. He has never been so frustrated trying to deal with a problem in his life. And this, here we go. His new ultimate attack. Look. Turns out it does have a ceiling. Like, he won't go any higher than maybe like halfway up the screen. But me being Skul, I can go wherever I want. At this point, is it a foregone conclusion that I like basic Skul? People have asked me before, you know, like, what's your favorite common Skul? And I say it's Skul himself. He's actually like god tier. He's amazing. There are so many builds you can do with him and so many ways that you can use his teleport and his skull head throw thingy. It's like he's so janky. This poor hero. There you go, sword boy. Down you go. This would be much more effective on the sorceress, the mage lady, just because she stays in the air a lot. There we go. Down he goes. Poor hero. Okay, and now moving on, we have a no damage fight against the hero with Arc Lich and Dark Paladin's legendary upgrade. This was not an attempt at no hit, but just a way of showing off how powerful balanced Skuls are, especially Lich and the Paladin when used together, and serves as kind of a, not a guide, but just a visual idea of how I do the hero fight when I've got a legit build, because a lot of my videos where I'm showing off new Skuls, I've kind of got meme builds and Skuls that I'm not big fans of, or just things that aren't particularly strong, whereas these two Skuls are very powerful, and they have very powerful items. So Lich with Death Trap, formerly known as Seal, one of my favorite skills in the game, one of my favorite Skuls in the game, and the new legendary Dark Paladin. The idea is Dark Paladin's meter, whenever he does damage, the meter builds, and when the meter hits 100, he gains it. Look at that damage from Death Trap, oh my god! Whenever the shield hits 100, whenever the bar hits 100, sorry, he gets a shield. And because of his abilities, especially that multiple sword swinging one, he builds that shield really quickly. I can sit up close and basically tank the hero in a lot of cases. I've yet to take damage. I've yet to take any real damage. I've just been getting hit on my shield, which it sucks. Can I gripe for a second while I cast some death traps on this guy? That it sucks that the achievement for beating the bosses without getting hit it specifically specifies don't get hit, which means even if you have a shield and you're not taking real damage, you're absorbing damage, that still counts as a hit. you'll occasionally see a red number pop up when I get hit that says, you know, oh, you took damage. I didn't. The shield did. But that doesn't matter for the game. The important part is... Oh, double death trap. I should get closer when I do that. He's just barely out of range of the full arc of those chains. But yeah, the achievements... achievements and arse. Oh, that big sword right there. That's so cool. Look at him getting frozen in the air by all the chains. And then this move here. I hope this, at the very least, is kind of like... maybe not super useful to you. There's a fight coming up. These are kind of like quick fights. The meat and potatoes is coming up soon. But maybe like as a visual indicator of how I avoid abilities and attacks for these fights, it might be handy for some of you. But yeah, in this coming up soon, we'll have my closest attempts at beating these boss fights without getting hit. I've yet to get those achievements. I feel that most people who've gotten those achievements so far have done so with the old bomber cheese that they've since patched out twice now to ensure that you can't have solo bomber killing bosses in the first 3 seconds of a fight. Oh, that death trap damage. Don't worry, I think the item should be shown at the end of this fight anyway, in case you're wondering what the build is. Notice Medusa, by the way. Medusa is very good, very clutch. Actually has gained a lot more value. Yeah, there are the items. You can pause if you want to check it out. There's some strong balance stuff. But anyway, over to the real build. 5 Mirage with Medusa, basic Skul, and Sneak as his legendary with the smoke bomb. This is my best attempt so far at doing the no-hit boss challenge on both this fight here, the St. Joan one, and the hero. And what awful RNG to start with here. I'm keeping an eye on my cooldowns because the idea is I want to use Skul to do big damage to the actual towers themselves because he can spam out fireballs with Mage's Necklace a lot quicker and just generally do more damage than Sneak can. Sneak is there for utility with the smoke bomb, and he was there to get me money to ensure that I got as many of these items as I could. It's a strong team, to be honest, having Skul and Sneak together. They synergize rather nicely, and I like it. Dropping smoke bombs to avoid those enemies that throw like candles, cards, the curse guys that have little candles on their shoulders. Those are the worst, aren't they? Those are absolutely awful in Act 4. I can't stand them. They always seem to... There, one's coming up on the right now. Those guys ruin my attempts at this all the time. Big beam coming down. Swap to Skul, dash over here. I was going to teleport through the beam, but I realized, you know, the beam spawned on the far right of the screen, and it doesn't travel the full screen. It will despawn soon after, like, it goes about 3/4. So if you go from one side of the screen to the other, you should be okay. Trying my best. I've been hit at some point already because I've lost my shield. I think I had a 10 shield at some point. Did I get hit and lose it, or did it run off? I don't recall, but the idea is I'm still not going to take damage. Finally, that tower goes down. I think I get hit during the actual second phase anyway. But Mirage, as an inscription, maxed out at 5. Every 6 seconds, Mirage refreshes. So during that period, I'm allowed 1 free hit that I will automatically evade. And then it's got a 6-second cooldown. Usually it's like a minute cooldown. But if you max out Mirage at 5 out of 5, it's a 6-second cooldown, which is just some of the best avoidance and just damage mitigation, period. It's godlike. You pair that with Warrior's Pauldrons that causes the shield in front of you. Ooh, good times, good times. Trying to use Smoke Bomb. Oh, get up, get up. Oh, these dodges, these dodges. I was proud of this. I thought it was done right there. I mean, maybe I was already done in the first phase, like I said. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, I'm pretty sure I get hit at some point coming up. Making a very dumb mistake. But Little Skul, once again, showing his usefulness, proving his quality. This move. This move is a attempt killer as well. All these little tentacles on the platforms that just never want to despawn. And the orbs, I swear, this achievement would be so much easier to get if those spiraling floating orbs weren't such a pain. Oh, and here we have the big beams from the sky. I find it easier just to sit in the middle and move left and right. I've tried jumping up and going like above her head, and it does work. If you've got Little Skull, you can do what I was showing off with the adventurer fight. You can actually sit above her head and just dance around up there and have her being hit by Mage's Necklace and do really cheesy things like that. Oh, this is a bad situation. It's just a matter of, I think that's where I get hit. No? Maybe so, I'm not sure. More beams. But it's a bit tricky to do. Oh, see that? I used Medusa to freeze the little NPC as he was about to do his attack to try and prevent him from catching me. This little guy is a real pain too. So much health, very tanky. Oh. She's done this move a lot, hasn't she? Like I said, I'm more than willing to be patient. This is also a really good time to like watch the fight in full, because I know in some of my videos the fight's very messy because I'm rushing, I'm doing stupid things with builds that maybe I shouldn't have done. But this is kind of a legitimate attempt where I'm trying my best to avoid everything and be smart. This right here, here's where it all goes pear-shaped. I meant to face the other way, and I was going to swap to sneak and land on that far right platform and then smoke bomb on there. Unfortunately, I teleported backwards into her, and I think that's where I took, at the very least, some damage. But still a good attempt. I'm proud of that. And now we'll take a look at, this is the exact same build, the exact same items and everything, just going over them again so that you guys can see. This is the main event. This is my hero fight with this build. And you're going to see some strategy here that I've worked on for a bit. I've considered all of my options. I know that something like maybe Frost Skull with the Hibernation is a popular choice for dealing with this fight without taking much damage. I've already shown off Dark Paladin, but this is kind of like I want to use mitigation. And you can see Little Skull can climb up the wall and more or less avoid the hero entirely. Besides the homing orb attack that he fires out, and maybe that big ultimate move where he summons the lightning around the screen, that does reach all the way up, as I've discovered. But I don't think it reaches vertically, like in the middle of the room. I think it always arcs out. So if you were, say, dancing around right above his head, well, not right above his head, but, you know, center of the screen up the top, you could probably avoid the lightning that way. But in any case, my general strategy here is to alternate between Skull and Sneak. I should be in Skull mode right now, but I'm nervous to swap. Just because Skull's swap has a bit of lag to it. It takes a bit of time to recover. And only really engage him when I have Smoke Bomb and Medusa. I popped Medusa there where I shouldn't have in the beginning. I want to Smoke Bomb, go in, do damage, and then before Smoke Bomb ends, fire Medusa to slow him, and then run away and swap into Skull so he can't chase me down. Oh, that's a nasty attack right there. Gives me a good chance to swap out though, and then start using Little Skull's head toss to try and get cheeky damage in here and there while teasing the hero. When he dashes in, pop Smoke Bomb, go ham. I use Medusa again like a stupid, and he's going to take to the sky. Sit in the corner, get a little swap in. The lightning doesn't always strike like straight in the corner, but I'm always keeping an eye on the floor. If there's a red circle under me, I'll just do a quick dash mash to try and make sure I don't get hit by it. But I still have Mirage at 5 out of 5 for this fight, so I can afford one hit every 6 seconds. It'll automatically evade for me. And I think at this point, because I'm looking at my shield, I'm monitoring this by the plus 10 shield that I have on my life bar. If that ever gets touched, that's when I've actually been hit. And so far, I've done pretty well. I'm proud of this attempt. Oh, that was nice. He tried to take my head and I smoke bombed him. There we go. I Medusa and ran away. That's kind of the idea. And whenever the hero starts doing moves that are really nasty to evade, I just climb up the side of the wall. Skull, the the Spider-Man. I'm just gonna like go wall climbing and disappear. Oh, here it comes again. Hug the side. It's not on me, but I'm gonna do dashes anyway to try and avoid it, just to be safe. Oh, there's the decapitation again. I love that they put this move in there as a general attack. Shoutouts to early access. You guys know who you are. You remember what it was like seeing that move take us every single run. And there we have, sitting in the corner. Whenever that first initial white flash goes off, I just mash double dash. And then it should automatically dodge the red one. It should just time out that way. It seems like it's deliberately done so that when you hear or see the first flash, you can dash twice and then just dash twice again. And as long as you're sitting in the corner furthest away from the large ball, the explosion won't hit you either. And I missed my chance to mention it really, but the orbs that he shoots out, you can circle them if you go back and take a look. They don't have a great turning arc. So you can dash through them and destroy them like you would other projectiles, or kind of just do little figure eights, little loopies, and have them dance around you. I genuinely think that the Adventurer, his blue orb, because it moves slower, has better turning arcs. Mr. Hero here, his orb is too fast. It can't do corners that well. But we're doing alright so far. I've still got my 10 shield, and we're about to bring him down. I'm nervous, as you can see. I really don't want to lose my life, and I want to preserve sneak. That's kind of what I'm doing here, is deciding to not waste smoke bomb yet. I should have started in Skul here. The hero seems to always start the fight in second phase by summoning swords, and if I'd been doing Skul's head toss spam here, I could have got more damage out. But in any case, second phase, he's doing his big sword spammies, and like I said I would, I'm taking to the sky. I came down because I thought he was about to be finished, but no, he's not. I should be keeping an eye on the background. You can see he actually takes the swords. There's still one left on the far side. But I thought he was done spamming the beam swords, so to speak. But no. No, he wasn't. Evasion, evasion. Keep moving. I've mentioned it before in my previous video, my Yorkshire video, and others. Just keep moving. Yeah, see, there's an attack that goes up into the sky. It's not foolproof to go up into the sky, but it's nice. Oh, there we go. Slow him down with Medusa, buy some more time. I believe that works. It you know, prolongs his coughing up blood animation, so it makes the attack window better. Obviously, if I had something like Swanezio... Ooh, nice evasion. Smoke bomb coming in clutch. If I had like Swanezio or even maybe Ravenlord, just something that does big damage, even Archdemon, because it can't really miss the hero at all, and with all the extra magic damage, it'd be very nice. But Medusa is fantastic utility, which I'm happy with. Now this move here where he locks me in, I have just gone straight up. I'm way up high right now. And then I come down towards the end. The idea is, by the way, I don't know if I've explained how you do that. You realistically need, you don't need to, but it makes it way easier to have some cooldown reduction. So I have Medusa increasing cooldown speed by 40%, and I think I've got maybe either Ritual Staff or Mana Engine. I know I've got two. I don't think I have Ritual Staff. But at the very least, one or two. If you've got 50% or more, it makes it a lot easier. The idea is you throw the skull, dash twice, do a double dash, and then teleport to your skull. And then throw the skull, double dash, teleport again. And you can delay it, so don't mash the dashes super fast. You don't have to. You can see that I'm not doing it as quickly as I could be, because it kind of like holds me in the air and makes it a bit safe. But yeah, throw, dash, dash, teleport. Throw, dash, dash, teleport. I suggest testing it out, you know, it's not hard to just pick up Little Skull and have fun with it. You can climb up all sorts of walls and take a look at high areas that you're not really supposed to see or go to. I've been on top of the, when you very first come into Act 2, where Arachne is after you bust into the window, you can climb up the side of the wall and actually land on top of the castle, like on the box that you can stand on. It's pretty cool. But anyway, this attack right here, it's one of those, reminds me of the Lyanna Sisters fight, where they put all the lines on the screen and you just have to stand in between and not get hit. It's just less forgiving because the actual damage happens way faster than the Lyanna Sisters one. And then this again. I'm tempting fate. I want to be low enough so that the fireballs will track, because if I get too high, the fireballs just don't know where he is. I was going to try that hero strategy of having hunter's boots at the same time, but as it turns out, I mean, you can see it on the screen right now, he has huge hitboxes. Some of these sword swings reach up halfway into the ceiling. He has lightning attacks, he has all sorts of stuff, and the damage just isn't enough. The problem is, you need to avoid damage, but you still have to kill him, of course. There we go. And if you're not doing enough damage, the fight just takes so long that you're bound to make a mistake. There we go. I was being very, very risky and cheeky there. I should have used Medusa. But down he goes. I missed. I've been hit by this point, I'm pretty sure. But I have missed when that that moment happened. You probably did catch it while I was rambling. Phase 3. Let's go. I hope this has helped people just visually, from a visual standpoint, seeing what the hero can do, because this is a longer hero fight than usual, because I'm being so cautious. And give an idea about strategy. You don't have to face tank the hero, you don't have to tackle him face on in a very dangerous manner. You can take your time. You can feel things out, wait for cooldowns, you know. I'm sitting over here in the corner throwing heads at him. Forget it, you can come to me, dude. Oh, no, or you can do that. Oh, there we go, that's cool. That was cool. He grabbed me, and by popping Medusa right there, I slowed him down, and my stun wore off before he could throw me. I outlasted him. In any case, the run would have been over right there anyway, I'm pretty sure. But I did get hit in the phase 2 somewhere. But there we have it. The hero goes down, no damage taken. I love these skulls. I love Sneak's legendary. I love Little Skull. I'm gonna dust him twice and pop out. And there you go, guys, a little something different. I'm thinking about doing videos like these, kind of in between all the longer runs, just showing off some of the more broken builds, some of the fun shenanigans that you can do, as opposed to showing the process of getting the items. It's just a matter of running through the game and getting to the shops and getting good RNG. And before I go, I've had some messages asking if I'm going to make a Discord server at some point, and I'm happy to say I already have one. You can find the link to it in the description below. It's a great place to come and hang out if you just want to talk to the other people in this fantastic community. Chill, have a good time. When you join, you'll be met with this screen that goes over the rules. Basically, just click on the green emoji tick and you'll be given full access, and it's as easy as that. But with all of that said and done, I gotta get out of here. I hope you enjoyed, guys. I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.